rocking to the beat.
Doing the most Air Force thing you've ever seen. Alright, well now a 10 sits on top.
Welcome to Battle Springs Ranch. If you're not familiar with running guns, think mud run meets shooting sports. My other videos explain it more thoroughly. This one was a 2.75 mile course with 5 shooting stages and definitely had an emphasis on practical and fast shooting. For this video, I'm going to show easy ways to improve with things you can practice at home, never firing a shot. Also, there's chapters below if you want to go to a specific stage. Stage 1 starts off with a silhouette and a little yellow popper off to the left-hand side. Sorry, the sun's in my eyes too. Then you advance down to the ladder, and that's where you engage 4 targets with a rifle. Right away you can see I made the most basic mistake of not checking my red dot to make sure it was on. I had left it in night vision mode from the night before.
Yellow target right here, twice. All right, now.
I am just always rusty on stage 1. I failed to engage the target on the left with 2 final shots before moving. Ensuring you understand this stage is worth the 15 extra seconds talking to the range officer rather than paying for it on your shooting stage. I will show you how much in just a second. And I also had some miscommunication with the Aero down here on the ladder.
4, one more, 5. Hit the target on the left twice. One, hit. No, only hit each target once.
Oh.
I'm sorry, you only have to hit the one on. Hit one more on that one. Oh. They knocked that one, sorry. Hit. You have the very top run left. Hit. No, you still. You're good. I'm sorry, just keep going. Hit. Very, very top. There you go. Hit.
I made the 2 most common and easiest to fix mistakes on stage 1.
104.68.
Checking your gear and making sure you understand this stage brief. I could have saved about 11 seconds on this stage, clearing those 2 errors up, which would have made me real competitive for first place. Stage 2 begins with carrying a 45-pound weight approximately 40 yards. Then you engage with your pistol a small target to your left, the dueling tree to the center, and then another small target to the right. You return back to the starting point and run back out to the shooting position, and then you engage a target approximately 180 yards out with the rifle, both kneeling and prone. You will see at the end of this stage that my biggest hang-up is my sling. I have a Magpul QS1 with QD mounts, and it is very slow to adjust. I am probably going to switch to a Warrior Poet or a Slingster, but I'd love to hear your recommendations below.
Stay clear. Take a weight. What are you doing? Go! Come back. Drop weight.
The goal here was simply to demonstrate why QD mounts are so good.
Call on your back. Camper rifle. Hit.
In this case, simply practicing with my sling would have gotten me about 6 more points for this shooting stage and bumped me up to 3rd. And uphill to stage 3. Stage 3 begins on the 2nd floor of the structure. You have 5 targets that you hit repeatedly through this process. You have to hit the 2 outside ones first, then the 2 intermediate, and then the 1 center target for all shooting stages. You begin with the pistol, shooting prone, then kneeling, then standing. Then you run up to the 4th floor with the rifle and you engage the 5 targets again, from standing unsupported and then kneeling supported.
Stand by. Hit. Outside.
Oh shoot.
Hit. 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 Hit.
Just for reference, these targets are approximately 50 yards away.
Hit. 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 Show clear. All right.
Keep in mind as you watch this that we are about 2 miles in and just sprinted up 2 flights of stairs. It does make freestanding with a rifle a little bit harder. I'm not going to review the scores on this one other than to say Jared did awesome. He had enough time left over to still tie his shoes before the next person completed. I did an interview with him here and he gave a lot of advice on how he trains and the equipment that he uses. Definitely worth the watch. Out of the structure and off to stage 4. Stage 4 has a lot of ground to cover. First you pick up this heavy bag and you run down to the first silhouette and engage twice with the pistol. You continue moving to the next silhouette and engage twice with your pistol again. You move all the way down to the tank trap before you pull out your rifle and engage the targets across the creek bed twice. For those that have never been to Battle Springs Ranch, I highly recommend going. They have training that includes long range, carbine, pistol, as well as matches, the 2 guns, the running guns, PRS matches, and I'm assuming if you've made it this far in the video, you would have a great time there. You're going to see in a second how being able to estimate ranges and knowing your drops is extremely important, and not just for silhouette size targets, but for any size targets. I highly recommend having a rangefinder and just going around and estimating ranges, and you can do that in your own neighborhood. And then to go along with that, you need the Hornaday app, where you can plug in your rifle and ammunition and see what your drops are at different ranges. Doing this would have put me on target a little bit quicker and not had to watch where my impacts were to adjust, but rather just be better at understanding, do I need to hold up or hold low? I bring up holding low because I have a red dot zeroed at 50 yards. So at 0 and about 200 yards, it's right on. But for some of the targets that were about 150 yards out, I was still shooting high. And for the ones that were closer to 250 yards out, I needed to hold up just a little bit. Had I taken my own advice a little bit more often, I estimate about 10 seconds I could have gained there, which would have given me about 8 more points. Then about a half a kilometer to stage 5. The 5th and final stage was definitely fast and furious. From a standing position, you shot 8 rifle targets, then you go drop down and through a porthole, engage all 8 targets again. Move to the 2nd position, repeat. And then you advance to the pistol position where you engage 11 targets from the 1st position, move to the next position, and engage all 11 targets again.
You understand quick fire?
I do.
Sure, stand by. All right, stand, you ready? Okay. Hit! 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 Out of there! Hit! 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 Go first.
While attempting to drop my magazine and clear my rifle, I ended up trying to press on the bolt catch paddle as opposed to the magazine drop, and that cost me about 1.5 seconds. Simply working on rifle manipulation would have saved me all of that. And here I made the error of not reloading between the two shooting positions. You can blame the improper stage planning or the slow reload, but either one could have saved me about 3.5 seconds. Add it all up, that's about 3 more points here. So finally to my grand point that I've been trying to make. Here's the match total where we can see Jared smoke the rest of the pack. Excellent job, kudos to you. I ended up with a 92%, and had I taken my own advice, things that mostly I can practice in my living room or backyard with no range, no ammo needed, I could have been about 5 percentage points higher, which for some is actually several places. So I leave you with the encouragement to check your gear, manipulate your rifle, don and doff your rifle with all of your gear on from different positions, work your rifle and pistol reloads, because these things actually matter when it comes to improving in running guns. I have some gear and another running gun and some interviews all in the works, so please subscribe and I will talk to you soon.